In the shadows of history, a silent battle raged. One fought not with guns, but with codes and ciphers. Codebreakers, the unsung heroes of intelligence, deciphered enemy communications, turning the tide of wars. Imagine sitting in a dimly lit room, surrounded by stacks of papers, each filled with cryptic symbols. Every letter decoded was a step closer to victory. The Enigma machine, a marvel of complexity, was thought unbreakable until brilliant minds like Alan Turing cracked its secrets, revealing Nazi plans and saving countless lives. This hidden war of intelligence was a game of wits, where the fate of nations hung on the ability to interpret a single message. The legacy of these codebreakers reminds us that sometimes the most powerful weapons are the ones we cannot see. In the shadows of history, a silent war raged. One fought not with swords or guns, but with the sharpest weapons of all, logic and intellect. Picture the codebreakers of World War II, unraveling the enigma of enemy communications, their minds racing against time. Consider the cryptographers of the Cold War, where a single decrypted message could shift the balance of power. Mathematics became the battlefield, where algorithms and game theory dictated the strategies of nations. Each equation solved was a victory, each deduction a step closer to triumph. In this hidden war, the stakes were high, and the consequences profound. The greatest battles were not just won in the field, but in the minds of those who dared to think differently, proving that sometimes the pen, or the algorithm, is mightier than the sword. Throughout history, the power to crack a code has been pivotal in shaping nations. Imagine ancient Rome, where deciphering messages could mean the difference between victory and defeat. Fast forward to World War II, where the Allies relied on brilliant minds like Alan Turing, whose work on the Enigma machine not only shortened the war but saved countless lives. These unsung heroes worked in the shadows, turning cryptic symbols into strategic advantages. Their groundbreaking efforts not only altered battlefields, but also laid the foundation for modern computing and cybersecurity. The art of codebreaking is a testament to human ingenuity, proving that sometimes the most profound impacts come from those who remain unseen. Our story begins with the Caesar cipher, a clever little trick devised by Julius Caesar himself. Imagine this, shifting letters in the alphabet to send secret messages to his armies. A simple method, yet it was revolutionary for its time. Picture Caesar, communicating vital strategies while keeping his enemies in the dark. But as civilizations advanced, so did the art of coding. The codes became more complex, and with them, the codebreakers emerged, brilliant minds dedicated to cracking these enigmas. The dance between secrecy and revelation intensified, laying the groundwork for the intricate world of cryptography we know today. What started as a rudimentary cipher sparked a relentless pursuit of security and intelligence that continues to evolve. Fast forward to World War II, a time when the stakes were at their highest. The German Enigma machine, touted as an unbreakable cipher, was the backbone of Nazi communication, shrouding their plans in secrecy. But then came Alan Turing, the brilliant mind who would change the course of history. At Bletchley Park, Turing and his team devised the bomb, a groundbreaking machine that cracked the Enigma code. With each deciphered message, they turned the tide of war, saving countless lives and paving the way for modern computing. Turing's genius not only unraveled the enemy's secrets, but also laid the foundation for the digital age we live in today. In the shadows of history, while Turing was busy cracking codes, Elizabeth Friedman was waging her own silent war. During the Prohibition era, she dismantled thousands of codes, unraveling the secrets of smugglers and gangsters. Her brilliance didn't stop there. During World War II, she played a crucial role in deciphering enemy communications. Yet, her contributions remained shrouded in secrecy, so much so that decades later, much of her work is still classified. Imagine the thrill of piecing together a puzzle that could change the course of history, all while remaining in the background. Elizabeth wasn't just a codebreaker, she was a pioneer, a trailblazer in a male-dominated field, proving that the power of intellect knows no gender. Her legacy is a testament to the unsung heroes who shaped our world, often without recognition. During World War I, codebreakers faced the daunting task of deciphering enemy communications, and one of their most powerful tools was frequency analysis. Imagine sifting through a jumble of letters, each one a potential key to unlocking vital information. By meticulously counting how often each letter appeared, they could spot patterns that mirrored the natural language. For instance, in English, the letter E is the most common. If a ciphered message revealed a letter that appeared with similar frequency, it was a strong candidate for E. This method transformed chaos into clarity, allowing codebreakers to make educated guesses about the plaintext. It was like solving a complex puzzle, where every piece brought them closer to understanding the enemy's plans. The thrill of discovery fueled their relentless pursuit, turning the tide of communication warfare. As a codebreaker, I dove into the labyrinth of encrypted messages, searching for hidden treasures in the form of patterns. Each letter, each symbol held a secret waiting to be unveiled. I focused on recurring sequences, those little breadcrumbs that hinted at common phrases or repeated words. It's fascinating how language works. Certain words pop up more often than others, like the or and. By identifying these patterns, I could piece together the puzzle, revealing the message lurking beneath layers of confusion. It's like a game of chess, anticipating the next move, but instead of a board, I had a sea of letters. Each breakthrough felt like a victory, a step closer to decoding the enigma. The thrill of recognition, the rush of discovery, there's nothing quite like it in the world of cryptography. Imagine you're a codebreaker during a critical moment in history. You've intercepted a message, but it's encrypted. However, you notice a few familiar terms sprinkled throughout, perhaps references to military operations or common phrases. This is where the known plaintext attack comes into play. By leveraging your knowledge of these plaintext snippets, you can start to crack the code. You analyze the ciphertext, matching your known terms to their encrypted counterparts. Each match brings you closer to revealing the entire message. It's like piecing together a puzzle, where every fragment of information helps illuminate the bigger picture. This technique has been a game-changer in cryptography, allowing codebreakers to exploit predictable language patterns. In a world where information is power, knowing just a few words can turn the tide in a battle of wits. It's a thrilling dance of intellect, where the right guess can unlock secrets that could change the course of history. Brute force decryption is like a relentless game of trial and error. Imagine a codebreaker sitting at a desk, armed with nothing but determination and a mountain of possibilities. They methodically test every single key, one after another, until they crack the code. It's a bit like trying every key on a keychain until you find the one that unlocks the door. For simpler ciphers, this approach can actually work surprisingly well. The number of combinations might be manageable, allowing the codebreaker to sift through them with patience and precision. But as ciphers grow more complex, the task becomes monumental. The sheer volume of possibilities can turn a simple puzzle into an insurmountable challenge. Yet, there's a certain thrill in brute force. It's the ultimate test of perseverance, where every failed attempt brings you one step closer to victory. In the world of cryptography, sometimes the simplest methods yield the most satisfying results. Throughout history, codebreakers have been the unsung heroes of communication, wielding tools and machines that transformed the art of decryption. Imagine the tension of World War II, where every intercepted message could change the course of battles. Codebreakers developed ingenious mechanical devices like the bomb, designed to crack the Enigma machine's complex codes. These machines didn't just rely on brute force, they used patterns and probabilities to unravel secrets hidden in plain sight. The ingenuity behind these tools was not just technical, it was a blend of mathematics, logic, and a touch of creativity. Each breakthrough brought us closer to understanding our adversaries, proving that sometimes the pen, or in this case, the machine, is mightier than the sword. In the world of intelligence, collaboration is key. Imagine different agencies, each with their own pieces of the puzzle, coming together to share insights. This exchange of information transforms isolated data into a powerful collective understanding. When one agency cracks a part of an enemy code, it's not just a victory for them, it's a breakthrough for everyone involved. By pooling resources and expertise, they can decode complex messages faster and more accurately. This synergy not only enhances national security but also fosters a culture of trust and teamwork. In the end, it's about turning fragmented intelligence into a cohesive strategy that keeps us one step ahead of our adversaries. Intercepting messages was a game changer for codebreakers. Imagine the thrill of tapping into enemy communications, listening in on their plans, and gaining the upper hand. It wasn't just about technology, it was about strategy. Wiretaps allowed us to eavesdrop on conversations, revealing secrets that could alter the course of battles. And then there were the physical messages, captured letters and documents that spilled the beans on troop movements and supply routes. Each intercepted message was like a puzzle piece, helping us decode the enemy's intentions. The adrenaline rush of piecing together information, knowing it could save lives or turn the tide of war, was unmatched. In the shadows, we became the unseen warriors, turning the enemy's words against them. Understanding the languages and dialects of enemy forces was crucial for codebreakers during wartime. Imagine sifting through a jumble of letters and symbols, knowing that each one could hold the key to a critical message. Familiarity with the nuances of language allowed us to make educated guesses, turning confusion into clarity. For instance, a simple shift in syntax or a regional dialect could reveal the intent behind a message. It wasn't just about cracking codes, it was about understanding the culture and mindset of our adversaries. This linguistic knowledge transformed us from mere decipherers into strategic thinkers, enabling us to anticipate moves and counter them effectively. Every intercepted message was a puzzle, and our grasp of language was the edge we needed to piece it together. In the world of espionage, words were weapons, and we wielded them with precision.